Hey guys, welcome to a new video. In this video here, we're going to talk about how we can get started with Ultralytics. So in this video here, we're basically going to see how we can pip install Ultralytics, set it up in your own environment. So we're going to create a new environment, set everything up, and I'll also show you how you can run this on the GPU. So we'll also take a look at a Jupyter Notebook of how to get started, like how to set it up in Google Colab, how to run the different tasks that they have. Basically just how to run and use Ultralytics. So we're gonna jump straight into the Ultralytics documentation. We have this QuickStart tab. We're basically going to see how we can set up Ultralytics, install it, and also use it from the command line, but also from Python. First of all, let's jump into the GitHub repository. So this is the Ultralytics GitHub repository. They have all the code files here with a lot of different kind of examples. So here we can see that have all these examples here of like how we can set it up, run it, and so on. Like this is pretty cool. They also have the tutorial here, which is basically like the one that we're going to see in Google Colab. They also have some other cool ones here. So we have like a region counter project, like regions counting using YOLO v8. So you can basically just see all of these examples and use it in your own applications and projects. So this is the GitHub repository. You can get started with that. You can just directly go up here, copy it, and go into your command prompt and clone it. So first of all here, we're just inside my base. Then we can just type git clone, paste it in, but I already have it installed here, but then it will go in and clone it onto your computer. So to install Ultralytics and get started, we can just type in pip install Ultralytics. There we go. And now this is everything that we have to do. It will take care of everything for us. So after we've done that, we can directly go in and import Ultralytics. Let's first of all, let's just go inside Python, import Ultralytics. There we go. Should get it in 1 second. So here we go. We can now see that we have imported Ultralytics. We can also go in and import PyTorch here. We actually need to make sure of that if you want to use the GPU. So we have Torch here. We can import that, but then we can go in and check if CUDA is available. So torch.cuda is underscore available. So here we can see that it is actually true. If this returns false, you're not going to be able to use the GPU with Ultralytics, maybe because it just like downloaded the CPU version to start with or as default. But if that is the case, we can go inside the QuickStart tab again on the documentation. So here, like how we can set it up with PyTorch, they have a tip for that. We can basically just go inside like PyTorch website for data documentation. We can choose whatever system we're on. So I have this example here. So again, if it doesn't work, you can go in and pip uninstall PyTorch, and then you can install it directly again until Torch returns true. And then everything that we're using Ultralytics for, it will open up and run on the GPU as default. You can also use Ultralytics with the command line, and we can also use it with Python. So the only thing that we basically need to do is we can have these different modes. We're going to cover that in another video. But again, we can have the train, predict, validation, export, and a special mode. And then we can just call the YOLO command, the task mode, and then all the arguments that we want to run. Here in this specific example, we actually have to have it in this format. So we don't have like double dashes or like anything like that. So we just have an equal sign, just as we're assigning it to a variable or like the command arguments. So let's now try to just copy paste this into our command prompt. So let's copy it and see how it works. We need to go out of Python. There we go, YOLO predict. And we're using the nano model on this image here. And then it should actually just go in and use a default image from the assets. So here we see that it actually did that. We can see that we detected 4 persons, a bus, a stop sign. It took around like 75 milliseconds to do the inference. So now we should actually be able to go in and see the results. We can see that the results are saved to runs detect predict free. So let's try to go in and take a look at that. So this is the output directly from the command line. Again, we can also run this in Python. We have a bunch of videos already covering all of these parts here on the Ultralytics YouTube, so definitely go check that out. And they will also be in the documentation sites. All of these documentation tabs here on the Ultralytics documentation will have a video. We also have a bunch of different kind of settings down here. Like I usually don't like play around too much with that, but it could be that you actually want to store your results in some other directory, and then you can set it up with these Ultralytics settings. We can both set it up in Python, but also from the command line. You can basically just like call here like the run dears updated to the path where you actually want to store your results. Also, if you're using TensorBoard and so on. So down here at the bottom, we can see all the different kind of like settings that we can set when we're setting up our Ultralytics environment. So we have like an API key to Ultralytics Hub. If we want to use that, we can set the run directory, also where we want to store a weights file if we're training custom models. So this is the last part on how to quickly get started with Ultralytics. The last thing that I wanted to show you is that they also have a Google Colab notebook that you can just directly take a look at from their GitHub repository. But they also have everything here in the Google Colab notebook, which you can use as a baseline and fine tune it and modify it to your own specific needs and your own projects. So we can both have some data sets. We can run everything here from the command line. We're going to cover that in other videos. Definitely make sure to check all the videos out here on the Ultralytics channel. We have a whole playlist going over everything that you can actually do with Ultralytics. Most of the things you only need to change like a couple of lines of code and you have everything running. Those are some cool things. I hope to see you guys in one of the future videos. Stay tuned. Bye for now.